Nasir Little has finally started to play like many people would have hoped he would when he was drafted by the Portland Trail Blazers 3 years ago. Selected with the 25th pick in 2019, he has finally started to be an impactful part of this Portland Trail Blazers rotation, whether that is part to do with him improving his play, which I think is definitely part of it, but part of it I'm sure is just getting the trust of new head coach Chancey Billups as opposed to Terry Stotts, who was there in his first 2 years in the NBA, and finally starting to deliver on some of that potential that he showed early on in his basketball career. This is someone who in his draft class was one of the most highly touted players out of high school, but did not play anywhere near as well at the University of North Carolina. Still showed a lot of athletic upside and potential, very good length, and potential to be a very good elite defensive player, but ultimately didn't translate that as well to the college game. Still showed the ability to be very good athletically, had very good length, good strength, and the ability to be a solid defensive wing, but the offensive game didn't really translate, struggled on the offensive end in college, and that hasn't really changed too much at the NBA level, but he has gotten a lot more efficient this year and better at attacking the rim and finishing at the rim, part of it in the offensive half-court game, part of it just in transition, and being a very good active defensive player. He's averaging close to a steal per game this year, being a very good active long wing. He is only listed at 6'5", but he is very long and very strong. He has good strength at 220 pounds. He is well built. He has extremely long arms, and that length is extremely disruptive on the defensive end, as he has been this year for a Portland Trail Blazers team, which has always been in the need of more defensive wings and defense in general. And they have got that this year in Nasir Little, and that's why he's playing over 20 minutes a night. Played in 18 games, 22 minutes a night, started 2. And although you would like better three-point shooting from him, he has not really found his touch from deep yet this year. You would hope, and I would project, that he will probably get to a point where he is at least a serviceable three-point shooter throughout his career. He has had some nights this year where he has shot well. He's had a 2 of 6 night, it's a couple of 2 of 4s and 2 of 3s and a 3 of 8. He's shown some upside there, and I think eventually will end up being at least a league average three-point shooter and be a solid 3-and-D wing for someone off of the bench, whether that's with Portland or somewhere else. But it is great to see Nasir Little having such a great year with Portland, and it's great for Portland to see Nasir Little having a great season. He does still have 2 years left on his rookie deal, is going to continue to be impactful and continue to try and make himself as valuable as he can for that next contract, because continues to be a very valuable piece of this group. Goes on, gives him good defense. You don't need to run plays for him. He just goes in, works hard, gets you a few buckets on the offensive end, on some offensive rebounds and some fast break opportunities. A good rebounder, a good defender, someone that I think has fairly high upside in the NBA as a fairly solid depth 3-and-D wing. Maybe not the star some people thought that he was going to be coming out of high school, but definitely someone that is going to be an impactful player in the NBA, and I'm glad to see him doing that this year with the Portland Trail Blazers. That being said, that is my thoughts and quick shout out on Nasir Little so far this season. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below on Nasir Little so far season and in his basketball career. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.